For the quadratic equation 4x squared plus 4kx plus 9 equals 0, determine the values of k so that the equation has no real roots. As soon as we see something about a quadratic having no real roots, we know this is about the discriminant, and no real roots specifically means the discriminant is less than 0. So let's work out our discriminant. Our discriminant is b squared. B in this case is 4k minus 4 times a, which is 4, times c, which is 9. And we know that is less than 0. Expanding this, we get 16k squared minus 144 is less than 0, which we can divide through by 16 to get k squared minus 9 is less than 0. Now this is a quadratic inequality, so we need to solve it as a quadratic inequality. It's a difference of two squares, so k minus 3, k plus 3 is less than 0. Now that we have that in root form, we can do a quick sketch of the graph to see what this looks like to solve this quadratic inequality. It goes through at minus 3 and 3. We want when this is less than 0, so we want these values here when it is less than 0, which means we're interested in the x values between those two values. Which means this will be true, there will be no real roots if k is greater than negative 3 and less than 3. Any of those values for k would make this have no real roots. One common mistake here is at this stage here, we'll be rearranging this into k squared is less than 9, and then thinking that this just means k is less than 3, because we just square root both sides. Now, whilst k is less than 3 is part of our solution here, it is not our entire solution. Whenever we get a quadratic, don't forget that we should solve it as a quadratic. It's not a good idea to rearrange it like this. Go for factorizing to find the roots, because solving it like this is going to lead to errors. This is a really common mistake, but this is wrong. So do not fall into this trap if you get a quadratic of this form.